February 1st, 3:30 AU. Philippe,
Yes.
you're running towards the hangar. You've been you're going to sortie. You've been run relatively ragged in the roughly 21 days since last episode. This is going to be your fourth major engagement, most likely. So about one a week. I'm just gonna straight up tell you, it's kind of been miserable these last 3 weeks. Like even when you win the fight, the actual mechanical wear on the walker frames is getting pretty intense.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I love piloting my F4 in Vietnam.
So no one's really scored any victories. It's just been back and forth skirmishes.
Urban is up to 3 victories now. Pipple has gotten her 7th.
Good for them. Everyone else is stacking up those victories.
Shock got an assist.
I have a question.
Yes.
Victories count... Sorry, does victory just count everything, including infantry?
So when you see on your kills, on the right-hand side of the character sheet, there's victories.
Yes.
Which calculates it up. So there's certain things that are weighted, and infantry are actually weighted at 0.
I see.
Except for the Reds, because they cheat.
I should change that.
Because it counts for a lot for the Reds.
It's because they take joy in killing people.
Like
they
the Reds,
like
it counts 1 for 1. They count an infantryman as the same as a walker frame. Psycho behavior from the...
Yeah, but that was an earlier draft. We don't exist in that reality anymore. Anyways. When you arrive, ouch, in the hangar, you see Shock, who turns to you and says, Philippe, it's looking pretty fucking shitty out there.
Well, thankfully someone called the garbage, eh?
She nods.
I know we're supposed to be the fixers, but it really does feel like we're more the trash disposal unit.
Shock then says, well, at least a reunion?
I suppose so. We must be, eh?
Well, I'm not doing that shit for free, I'll tell you that much. You think
I thought you did this for the love of it.
Yeah, but earning only $5 in federals an hour. Now that's just insulting. I can't stand that on principle, you see.
Do they only pay sanitation workers $5 an hour?
Well, that's the minimum wage, right?
The minimum wage is $5 an hour?
Isn't that what it is? Please tell me they don't have a higher minimum wage on Earth.
Philippe just kind of gives a sympathetic, pained smile and a clap on Shock's shoulder before walking. He will let her live in ignorance of not knowing the answer of that question.
There you go.
It's better she doesn't know the answer to that while she has guns.
That's such bullshit. Let's see. Weaver, how are you feeling? As you know, you mount up.
Probably just worn out at this point if we've been at this for like 3 weeks straight. Frustrated that we keep going out and the situation does not seem to improve, and now we have to go and like bail out another potential catastrophe.
Yeah, so from what uh, Lieutenant Mothers had told you, um, so the situation is, you know, like specifically in this area, is the IVA was making another breakout attempt against a colonial force that was going well. So the 70th activated to reinforce them, and that hasn't fixed the problem. So you're being sent in.
Ah, the old federal special. We tried using force. It didn't work, so we're trying more.
Well, have you considered constructing a bullet big enough to kill the sun?
I would leave those sorts of discussions in Nora's realm.
Speaking of Nora, how is she feeling about all this?
Nora's very focused on the kind of what's coming up ahead. She's hoping that she'll be able to do her best.
I see. Jeanne, what about you?
Well, yeah, the situation isn't looking so tough. Jean's probably been volunteering, or well, I guess as much as you can volunteer to go, be out front line, or well, with the skirmishes. She's probably one of the first out on terms of the skirmishes. That attack at the ball party did kind of, I guess, change her a little bit, considering she had to take her first lives, and instead of it being disconnected from a walker frame, she stabbed a dude in the throat. So, uh, yeah. So she's been a little more, I wouldn't say bloodthirsty. That isn't at all how she is, but it seems that she seems more ready and willing to go out. But the situation's not looking very good.
Very not good. When you all hear over the radio Brigadier Parvez say, Dragoons, your mission is to stabilize the front line, or failing that retrieve available force as to the next defensive line. It seems like General Debbers wants us to buy as much time for the governmental elements on Baker's Point to evacuate to Titan. You are to buy as much time as you physically can. We are to buy as much time as we physically can on these defensive actions. Remember your training and good luck.
All right. Well, Jeanne is probably has been even if. Well, I assume everyone's been on standby with how the situation is. So, but yeah, she's she's probably one of the first into her walker frame, all things considered.
Philippe just calls out to the hangar and raises his arm and goes, "You heard the Brigadier Dragoons! Mount up!"
Jeanne is gonna, kick up towards her walker frame and pop the hatch and, pull herself inside. Give a thumbs up to the technician, the classic, as the cockpit hatch closes.
I have a question, Philippe.
Hmm?
Are you going to deploy both Flondarks?
Oh, we'll keep one in reserve for now in case the situation changes, just so we have something in reserve.
Who? Do you want
I'll
Lieutenant?
let them pick between themselves.
Alrighty, you have.
Philippe basically walks over to them and says, I can't keep any of the walker frames in reserve, so it's going to be one of you two. I defer to your judgment on who should stay on standby. If you'd like, feel free to draw straws. I know it's miserable to be waiting.
Then you see Lieutenant Mothers say, I can do it.
Philippe nods and says, good luck out there, and then goes to mount up in his own walker frame after making sure everyone else is mounting up and ready to.
Nora,
Yes.
as the hangar depressurizes, you are the first one on the catapult. You know, to your right is second flight getting ready to go.
Nora just says, good to go.
You see the lights on the runway flash red, red, green, and then you are thrown out into space. And soon to follow is the rest of the squadron. What the scene that greets you when you first step out into the inky black is an absolute furball. So this this battlefield is, you know, your typical asteroid hellhole with, I don't know, there must be, to your eye, at a minimum 90 walker frames and strike craft in the area duking it out.
What a football is. Nora's going to just try to focus on seeing like where the highest concentrations of them are. But seeing as it is a furball, I'm assuming it has moved beyond the point of coordinated anything
tactics.
being coordinated tactics. They're just fighting at this point, it seems.
The first thing you see actually is that the enemy transformables have breached the line and have started to harass the 70th's ships.
Nora's going to focus on those.
Are you going to relay this information at all?
Yes, Nora's going to point out that our ships are being attacked by their transformables. Should we deal with this first?
Our job is to save them from annihilation. Let's save them from annihilation.
Yes, sir. And she will immediately move to basically get in a position where she can shoot them from range.
Remember to give orders.
Well, no call. I'm pulling you first. Although, as a bit of RP, Philippe, what are your general orders for the squadron?
Well, general orders are to do as the Brigadier says and engage any forces engaging our allies. Basically, try to clean them out first and then establish a new fighting perimeter. So we're going to hit hard in the initial attack and then set up defensively.
All right.
Basically, clean the front porch and then sit on the front porch, if you get what I mean.
Alrighty. No call. It is now your turn. In front, on our little mechanical slice of the game, in front of you are 6 wagtail, Jovian Zhivkov transformable walker frames.
Mm-hmm. Nora will essentially continue the order, saying to everyone else, focus on the wagtails first.
I would like a keen leadership. Before you say anything, everyone else, do you accept this order? Barring
I can't.
Bishop, as on account of the fact that you're not a subordinate.
I mean, I presume that I would have just formed up on Nora's wing immediately and would follow her lead, like, in pretty much all things.
That is 1 success.
One success. Cleric. Lace, you both enjoy a +1 to your next check.
Yeah.
No call. What do you want to do?
Nora is going to try. Wait, let me open the sheet. Where's that sheet? There it is.
You guys need the combat sheet.
Yeah, I found it. I'm gonna hit Wagtail number 1.
It is going to attempt to dodge.
All right.
Are you shooting at a standstill, or are you going to keep moving?
Shooting at a standstill.
Understood. Remember, you enjoy Hunter Frame.
Indeed, I do.
Which is to say, you get a +2 as if you've aimed your attack on this.
2-1-1.
And don't forget, your target is nimble too. So you should be rolling at a flat.
Gotcha. That's a 2-1-1, so that's a 4. Assumption flat. 10 successes.
10 successes?
Yes. 13 versus 4.
Wait one.
Nora came in swinging.
So that's
Nora got let off the leash. It was like, here I go.
one moment. So just let me do.
Go make this everyone else's problem.
That's also potential.
Well, I have some good news for you, Nora.
Yes.
You put one right through the Wagtail's cockpit. Out of victory. Who would you like to pass
Nice.
to?
I would like to pass it to Cleric.
Oh, it's
I forgot about
my
something.
turn. Well, what's up?
We didn't roll
Hmm,
for any
there
other
it-
points.
I wondered if that was it.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Does anyone have a D8, or would you like me to do it?
I could... 7.
7. So, Cleric, what would you like to do?
How far is the enemy from us?
A long distance.
Okay. I can make it. And just to double check, what does Hunter Frame bonus again?
If you are firing at a standstill, which is to say you don't do a snapshot, your attack is treated as if you had used a reaction to make it aimed.
Okay, well, I don't need to move because I'm sitting because I am in range. So I will just kind of. John is going to take from example from no call, or well, yeah, our cleric's going to take example from no call, and just kind of, you see the walker frame pull out the full shot beam rifle, press it against its shoulder, and she's going to look for the right opportunity to take a shot at, trying to see like a keen, he's about to move, and then I'll hit him when he enters that area type of shot towards one of the walker frames. Let's go with Wagtail number 2.
Alrighty. It is going to attempt to counter suppress you. Wait one. This check now suffers a -6 in total when accounting for both the suppression and Then your target's nimble.
Right, and does that account for my aim bonus?
No.
Okay, so my aim bonus is +2, so that's like a -4. What's the roll?
This would be a keen shot.
Yeah, I think I can try to roll that. That is gonna be 1 success. I'm looking at my dice on the floor. I got a 9.
1 success. Which
So 7 damage.
7 damage. So it fires at you, you fire at it. And what happens is it goes through its beam shield, hits its shoulder, knocks it back. It is okay, though.
At least I took out its beam shield for now.
Who would you like to pass to? It must be an enemy.
I guess I'll pass it to the wagtail I just shot at.
It's going to attempt a team action maneuver.
Ooh.
Bishop.
Yes.
You'd have to counter roll this. So let's see. You see that the second Yukov is starting to turn to its compatriots, trying to get them to act together. How do you counterplay against this?
Philippe is just going to keep an eye on it and try to alert the squad about what's happening as he, the entire group, as to what's happening. But I rolled this was going to be leadership and tact, I'm guessing.
Actually, calm.
Okay, leadership, calm. So that's an 11 and an 11, so 1 success.
I also only got 1 success. Tiebreaker.
Amazing.
I rolled a 4.
5.
Yay! The second wagtail cleric is going to take another shot at you to suppress you.
Well, I guess I'll just take it.
See, 7, 9. And that is a -7.
Ouch.
And then the third wagtail is going to try to move forwards to finish you off. Would anyone like to react to this?
Can I just try and level a beam shot at it as it comes in?
As a suppression or as an actual attack?
Actual attack, I think.
Oh, righty. I would like you to make me a keen shot at a -2 because of your target's nimble. As well as they're starting to move out of the clearing that the ships were in and towards the debris, so an additional -2.
Okay, does the +1 from Nora's order still count
Yes.
or no?
Yep, you can still call
Okay.
on it.
Okay, and
Oh, I did call on my... Yeah, whatever. I'll use it for next time.
what do we set it for narrative points? Fairly high, if
7.
memory serves.
You're at 7.
7. I might burn one here just because I don't want to mess this up and then not actually provide any assistance to Cleric.
Alrighty. What are you going to do with it? +2...
Yeah, I'll add +2 to that. So that is essentially it all washes out at making this test at a -1 if memory serves, right? -2, -2, then +1, +2.
Okay, you lost beyond math. So they're nimble too.
Yep.
They're in hard cover, so -4 in total.
Yep.
You got a +2 because of narrative point. You have a +1 because of the order, so it should be a -1 in grand total.
Right, and then I assume that the sniper thing doesn't take effect here because it's not my action. This is a reaction. So yes, that all tracks. Oh, it's not a half bad roll. That's a 10 and a 13. And you wanted that was keen, right?
Yes.
And so that was 13. That'll be 4 success. I do believe.
Which is enough to beat my attack on Cleric, because I got 2 successes. But let's see if that's enough to beat my free dodge. How many successes did you say you got?
I believe that was 4. Let me double check that. That dropped to 13, rolled a 10. Meets it, beats it. Yeah, 4, I believe.
Which is not enough to do damage as you smack it, but that's about it.
Still worthwhile. Accomplished what I was aiming for, at least.
And I'm going to pass it to you, Lace.
Right. I think I will just try and trigger another round into this this same target.
Can you? I forget. Does the full shot have a slow, or does it have actual ammo?
It has ammo.
Ah, I see.
So yeah, I would be down to 50% ammunition after trying this shot, but I think that it's best to focus on somebody he's kind of expended most of his like tactical options at this point.
So let's see. This should still be at a -4.
Yeah, and then even with sniper in effect, I'm still at a -2 because that only takes care of 2 of that bonus.
And I am going to suppress you with a different unit. One moment. I'm just rolling for his dodge.
Yeah, all good.
Actually, I don't think I'll do that. You have to beat 7 successes.
Okay, well, worth a shot. Nope, that is a small failure, in fact.
As it fires away. Lace, who would you like to pass to? You hear Courage call over your comms, squad comms. Sir, should I go over... should I try to take the enemy flagship? I figure if I get close enough, I can force them to retreat by holding it hostage.
Do it, Boots. We'll keep you covered from the chaff.
She nods.
So with that, I'll pass.
You better not go down.
We can do the passing, or do the, keeping the chaff down then.
So, Lace, who do you want to pass to?
I'll pass to Philippe to give him a chance to act, to help give Courage the cover to accomplish what she wants.
Yeah. First and foremost, Philippe will use his special action to give an order to everyone, and for Boot, it's slightly variant. All right, everyone, we're going to be covering Boot's line of attack on the enemy. I want this chaff cleared out. We're the Dragoons. We're better than this. Let's clear out this rabble. Boots, you know what to do already. Get in.
Yes, sir.
All right, what would you like me to roll, Go-Mind, for the order?
Charm leadership, please.
What's our narrative points looking like?
6 out of 8.
We'll use one, because that's a 6 and a 4.
Ooh. The narrative point has been spent.
All right, that is a 5 under 12 for 8 successes on the order.
Everyone enjoys a +3 to covering Courage.
Courage gets the +3 for her attack round.
Yep.
Question.
Yes.
Does that stack with Lace's bonus?
It replaces it.
Okay.
And then Philippe is going to keep his own Brady Hunt at a standoff frame as he's been lining up shots on these wagtails for a little bit now. And he is going to line up the coil gun on the wagtail he saw issuing orders.
That would be the second.
Yes, so he will line up a shot on the second wagtail because he considers that the priority since it was, giving orders. And while it's a little barbaric for officers to be sniping at each other, this is the situation we find ourselves in. And I will, I will use that sniper trait here since I am not moving.
Alrighty, the fifth wagtail is going to attempt to suppress you.
And I'm going to, I'm going to steal a narrative point for a +2 because we need to start getting these guys down.
Alrighty. So this is going to be done at a -6. Do you not? I would recommend against spending that narrative point because
I'm gonna keep that because I rolled a 1 and a 2, so I'm actually totally happy with continuing to spend that narrative point. But thank you for the. Because with all that together, that shot was going to be just base wise would have been a 14 with the +2. That would have been a first one of 16. And sniper does what exactly?
it makes your attack aimed as if you're a standstill. Then -4 because your target's in hard cover and nimble too.
Yep. So what does aimed do in this case? It has been a while.
It's a +2.
So then that would have been additional. So that would have been 18 -6, 12. So 3 under 12. So that is 10 successes
Wait.
on the coil. Right.
Wait. You rolled.
I rolled a 3.
A trio of
No,
ones.
sorry. No. You're right. This is the issue of having 2 dice. Sometimes.
I don't know if this is more or less psychotic when you're just rolling the singular dice. I think we need to get you a third
I lost
die.
track less, to be honest. Okay, so that is 8 successes now. Because that was a 5 under 12. So he could use his -6 as much as he wants.
We just calculate damage, so that should be 12 total. -5. And you smash the upper torso of it, and it starts to flee. Whether or not in your report you will account that as a victory or not is up to you. As a probable kill.
He'll defer to his wingman's judgment. That's going to be up to Cleric.
Cleric, what do you think in this very moment? Just so I don't forget about it. Swappy?
He'll defer to Nora's judgment.
Nora.
Sorry. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, I was no.
Oh, sorry. What did you say? I kind of my brain just turned off.
Philippe
for,
got a
5
probable kill, and Gomine asked, "Would Philippe count that as a victory?" And I said because Philippe would defer to the wingman's judgment on that because that's kind of their job in this situation.
Well, should I make a roll on that to see if it could be seen as
Keen
probable?
investigate.
Okay.
Sounds like, huh?
I almost got a critical success.
You guys
4
get
successes.
4 successes.
God, look at my aces. But yes, 4 successes.
So the shot placement was essentially right in the collar of the walker frame. This is not near the cockpit, so the pilot is 100% gonna live, and it didn't blow up, and it started to turn. However, it is like it is likely, but not guaranteed, that it is recoverable.
Yeah, like it's completely trashed.
No,
He's gonna have to bail.
No, it's recoverable.
Oh, it's recoverable. Then no,
they might be able to save it, but they might not. Is the thing. So it's really up to you.
I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads or tails, call it.
Yeah, Philippe, call it.
It's your choice. Philippe doesn't.
Okay.
Heads.
All right, count as a kill.
All right, and I don't think there's anything else I can do.
No, there's one last thing you need to do, actually.
Oh, and what is that, sir?
You need to pass to courage.
Indeed, which is what I will do then.
And she is going to fucking rush. As the fourth wagtail is going to try to shoot her as she flies past. 12.
How about I react to that? Can I react to that?
Do you have reactions? You have a reaction. You may.
Yeah, I might as well try to burn this suppression off. Yeah, I'll try to suppress it.
This is gonna be at a -7.
Yep. What's my roll?
Let's say a keen shot.
Keen shot. All right, rolling. No good. That's a 10.
Alrighty. So let's see what courage gets in all this.
But I did burn away my reaction, my negative malice. Is that right?
Yeah, that you did.
Brilliant.
And courage zips on past. And because she has zipped on past, you only need to survive the next combat encounter. Next round, I mean. And then you'll be able to successfully retreat. However, courage is effectively removed from combat.
Oh,
For
no.
the remainder of this fight. And courage will pass it to the fourth wagtail. Actually, the sixth. Who's going to try to take a shot at you, Philippe? Anything you or no call would like to do in response?
I mean, Philippe will attempt to dodge if nothing else happens.
Alrighty. You know, as it moves closer into the cover of the asteroids, you may do a dodge. Move check, please.
That is 7 successes.
Versus my 5, as, you know, you move out of the way as, you know, the double beam rifle annihilates the asteroid you were standing behind. You know, if that had hit you, you probably would have died. Or at least been out of this fight.
Well, this certainly isn't the belt.
Much more high octane, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, like the sheer number of walker frames your squadron, your flight has achieved in this fight alone could be an entire squadron's series of victories and the belt during a tour.
Such is life.
And the fifth wagtail is going to take a shot at you, No Call.
I'm definitely going to try to dodge that.
Alrighty, you may dodge.
Three, two, one. So that is 5. That is 2 successes.
10 successes versus my 3 failures.
Nice. I hope I will continue being like this.
And I'm going to put the fourth wagtail into wait to act.
Let's see.
And then I'm going to give the turn to you, Lace.
Okay, so we've rolled back around. Guess I will try and pump a shot into Wagtail 3. Actually, before I say that, what's the range looking at right now?
They've generally moved towards medium range with you.
Medium. Okay. I'm just debating if I should switch, but I think I will continue on with the beam gun until such time as I run the battery dry. So yeah, I will try and engage Wagtail. What is that? Wagtail 3.
The third wagtail will try to return fire.
Okay.
This should be done at a -4 for you.
-4, and am I still under the effects of Philippe's order?
No, on account of the fact that this... What was the order again?
Clean these guys up to give Courage a path, I think.
Well, Courage is already gone, so...
Yeah, but it was to specifically clear these guys out and reduce their number.
Well, I suppose so. You may have your +3.
Okay, and then I will, yeah, basically forgo doing any fancy maneuvering to get the benefit of sniper. But yeah, so functionally, I'm dealing with a +1 again, I believe.
Yep, and I'm going to spend a narrative point to re-roll.
Okay, I'm going to roll here. 4, 9. That is 6 success on a keen shot.
6 success. One moment. -3 -5. I would like you to roll me a mission kill.
Okay, that's just a D3 roll, correct?
It's a D2.
Oh, that is a 1.
The third wagtail, after you tear off one of its legs, starts to back off. It flees and is removed from the fight.
That's twice now.
Lace?
Yeah.
I would like you to make me a tact composure check right now.
Act composure. Okay. That is a single success. Oh yeah, I can't reroll that because I can only reroll fails.
Actually, you can reroll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool-headed. I just had the wording was reroll all failed checks involving composure.
Well, you could use a narrative point to reroll.
Ah, I mean, as far as I know, I've passed. So.
One moment. Well, you fail regardless because I got 4 successes. Lace.
Yeah.
Off in the distance, you see a destroyer get cut down. And through the fuzz of the jamming, you start to hear music.
It's EO Flex.
All right.
Specifically disco.
Does this mean anything to Lace at this point?
Yes.
Yes, it
I
does.
couldn't remember if we actually knew.
He's like the most famous ace on the enemy side.
Actually, currently alive.
Oh.
He's
Awesome.
Like the Red Baron showing up, and you see the red on the plane. Except in this case, it's the disco.
and the
So
white.
it's just getting better and better. We've got Markovic on the hunt.
Please report.
Yeah, that will be over comms.
What do you say over comms?
This day is just getting better and better. Markovic's on the hunt, and that is with a fair degree of trepidation, I assume, because he has a reputation for a reason. He's one scary bastard.
Who would you like to pass to, Lace?
Please.
You should probably pass it to one of the officers.
I was gonna say, oh man, this little voice in my ear sure sounds a lot like.
It's the little Philippe on your shoulder. Like, please let me get more.
Weirdly enough, I feel compelled to pass it to Philippe.
So have we lost our +3s that I gave them now?
It would feel weird to keep them around at this point.
Alrighty. Well, here's what's going to happen. The second Markovic is reported in the theater, Bishop first checks to see how the evacuation effort is going. Because the ideal situation is we run away.
So it seems like these wagtails ahead of you, there was about a group of 12 of them, have mostly either backed off or right in front of you. Which is to say they're not engaging the ships. So they're getting to disengage. It seems like the Colonials, the 70th, were here to reinforce, are starting to make their own retreat. You can't really direct anything from your position. You can only help the 70th from where you're currently standing.
Yeah, but if the 70th is escaped, is escaping, our job's done. We can fall back slightly, at least.
Yes, there's only but one problem.
What is the problem?
The walker frames in front of you.
Yeah, but you said they're not engaging right now.
No, there's a group about, let's see, 5 of them that you have to get away from first.
Oh, okay. How's the rest of the squadron doing? Are we overall, in a good situation?
It seems so. The IVA forces seem to have expended a lot of their force, barreling through the colonial defenses and then attacking the 70th. So, up on the opposite side of the clearing, the IVA forces have been pushed back to. So you could make a pretty clean breakaway.
Well, in that case, what Bishop is going to order over comms is a squadron-wide order of, looks like the IVA's Ace of Aces have come out to play. We're not here to tangle with that right now. Bounding fire in retreat. Cover each other on a flight-to-flight element. One flight falls back, the other covers. Then that flight falls back as the one that previously fell back covered. Disengage in an orderly fashion.
You hear Chloe says, "You got it, boss." And then Getsno says, "Should the fourth flight retreat first, sir?"
Correct, fourth flight, pull out.
You hear Pitbull barely over the radio, and that's about all you get.
Right, and I will. Am I sacrificing my order to get this squadron level maneuver done?
If you would like to, I would allow that.
I think it would be worth it. I will confer to my flight mates first. Instead of setting up something with us, we just get the squadron moving in such a way that the different flights are covering each other enough that we don't have to fight these 5. We can just disengage through the sheer weight of fire and retreating. Because I don't want to get sniped by Markovic. If I'm being real with you guys.
No,
That seems pretty
I have an
reasonable.
inkling that I'm kind of with you on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Then in that case, I will use my order to make a leadership check, go mine, to basically see how effectively the squadron pulls off the squadron-wide maneuver to disengage in good order, making it so not a single flight is isolated enough to risk engaging. It's just too many feds, you know what I mean?
I see.
We're using numbers.
Say fight.
The federal hordes, one might say.
Blue hordes. They're real. They really are. Anyways, I would like you to roll me. Let's see. Tact leadership systems.
All right, that's a 2, 2, and a 1. So that is going to be a 5 under tact and leadership would have been 9, 12, plus systems, 18. So that is 14 successes on Philippe's squadron maneuver to basically fire and disengage in good order.
14 successes?
To prevent. Yes, 14 successes. Wow, I guess Philippe is earning his rank.
Well, not quite yet, on account of the fact that this is a team action maneuver, technically. I have to counter roll with Markovic.
That's fine.
Let's see. 9. 14. 19. 6, 7. How many successes did you say you got?
14 successes.
I got 13.
Aha!
Which means one flight gets to get moving.
I'm a little confused. Are we doing this blow by blow per flight because it was a squadron maneuver?
Well, I think the most fair in this instance, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not married to this idea, was one success equals one flight.
I suppose then. That was, I did not understand that was the case. But I will, if that is the case, that is the case.
You know, I can make it the whole squadron for a narrative point.
It is fine. Oh, a narrative point? Guys, that's worth it. That's like the best
That's
fucking
kinda
deal I've
crazy.
ever had a GM offer me.
Pretty reasonable, honestly.
I'm gonna be real. We're good guys. We're not good enough to fight Markovic and his buddies.
I don't,
And you know, I hate to be that guy, but I see a little tag on those walker frames that
Oh, whatever do you mean? What does a mess stand for? No idea.
yeah, I just have a feeling that's bad news.
Why are these ones an A2 and those ones are just A1s? What's up with that? I'm sure that
Yeah,
has
no,
some
we're
mechanical difference.
Have your narrative point. Have your narrative point, Satan. You can have it.
I'm gonna trigger my action because Markovic is always in a wait to act.
Oh, I'm getting shot.
Yes, you are. Would you like to dodge?
I mean, I did. Philippe did just make himself pretty visible, I imagine, by pulling this off in terms of even just the signals. I'm gonna flip a coin to see if Philippe's paying attention enough to dodge. To be real with you, go mine and executing this maneuver.
A keen awareness, perhaps, as a check to see.
The coin has been put away. I understand.
We have mechanics for this already.
Yes, I understand. So keen 3, awareness was 3. Nope. That is a 8/6. So Philippe does not notice Markovic lining up a shot on.
Can anyone else check test for that?
Yes, you may.
Like, try and make a keen awareness, see if I spot this. Because I would definitely try and suppress if I see somebody lining up on Philippe, because I believe Weaver owes him at least 4 now?
I have a question, Lace. Would you like to spend a narrative point on this? I got a lot of successes.
Where are we?
I put a hand on your shoulder. There's nothing to be done. I accept my fate.
No. Outrageous. I mean, yes, I'm dumb enough. I'd spend ahead to at least make this have a chance. Well, that's starting off well, because like you, Peri, I'm down to 2 dice at the moment, but the first 2 dice are 1 and 1. Wait, no.
Why is there a deficit of dice in the blue team?
I don't understand.
No, I misread the fancy. One of my dice doesn't match. That's for that one. It has the fancy symbol on the 6, not the 1.
For the record, I have 1 dice that is like a normal dice I got, and then the other dice I have is from a defective dice bag.
Good heavens. Yeah, so after realizing my screw up there, it's only 2 success. So it was definitely not worth that narrative point. My bad.
This is why I put a hand on your shoulder. I appreciate the effort.
The risk I took was calculated. However, I just
need 1 narrative point to bail out at least, and then I'm okay. Like, at least.
John Cleric, you have reactions. Would you like to attempt?
What's happening? I was getting some food.
Okay, so there's a squadron action maneuver that's happening, and I do mean squadron, not team action. The whole squadron is withdrawing in good order while doing covering fire. But because this is a rather complicated maneuver, Philippe ended up a little more distracted making sure the timing was correct, and the enemy ace, Markovic, who is a god amongst mortal men at fighting, has taken a shot at Philippe. Philippe did not notice the shot and has no time to react. Gomine has already said he rolled a shit ton of successes. So I do not think it's worth it for other people to react fire at this point.
Actually, so the thing is, I'm going to hit you most likely. It's whether or not I destroy your walker frame is the thing. If you get 4 successes, that's enough to make sure there is no chance of whatsoever you blow up.
Let me take a crack at it.
Would you like this to be a snapshot as well?
Could I make it well, yeah, I can do a snapshot.
I would like you to make...
How many narrative points do we have?
5. This should be a snapshot.
Do you mind if I use one?
At a +1.
Snapshot at a +1?
Yes.
Do you guys mind if I use a narrative point just to really bump up the chance? Team?
I won't say no.
I guess I'll take that as a yes. I'm not hearing any objection.
Go with it.
Sure.
All right. So 16 threshold, and I'm gonna just try to hit him just straight on, and we're gonna roll this. It happens again.
What'd you get?
I got an 8 with an awakening point.
How many successes is that?
9.
9 successes. Let's see, that reduces it down. Wait, one. helpful. So, Philippe,
Yeah.
out of nowhere, you see a pair of beams coming directly towards you. I would like you to roll me a d2 on mind damage. As they hit you basically square on, reducing you down to 2 frame.
Man.
Thankfully, it's not a mission kill. You are technically still able to fight.
Which means you're able to run.
Very importantly.
So how do I react to this shot?
You did. You suppressed him, right?
Wait. Okay, so let me ask before I say something and doom Philippe. Would taking a full shot at him also negate successes, or?
No, you'd have to beat him. And how many? And you said you got 9? 5 successes? 7?
Yeah. 9. 9 successes.
Thing is, I still hit Philippe then. And do full damage.
Right. How many successes did he get? Wow.
Well, I started off with 20.
Oh, then yeah, let's suppress him.
And I was being generous and bending rules and allowing both you and Lace to give separate negatives up to 6. Because Markovic is ridiculous. So,
All right.
Cleric, you see Philippe basically eat shit immediately. As, you try to hit this white Jeevkov, the famed Grey Phantom.
Jeanne is gonna pull back to Philippe in like a protective manner, basically serving as a shield. Major, are you alright?
I'm fine. Continue withdrawing.
You look at the walker frame, and pretty much the only thing that doesn't look like it's been beat to hell on the torso is the head itself. The rest is covered in soot from the beam.
I think Lace should take command for now, sir. Just focus on retreating.
Enough of that. Withdraw.
Yes, sir. Well, I mean, she was kind of saying, you should fall back and let Lace handle the...
We're all withdrawing. It was a squadron maneuver.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Withdraw.
And who would you like to pass to? I believe it was Lace who went last, technically.
I actually haven't even used my action yet, technically. That was my special action.
Oh, so you were technically in way to act. Would you like to run, Bishop?
Yes, I would love to. Assuming I see the squadron is successfully withdrawing at this point, yeah.
They are. Yes.
Then yes, if, Bishop will withdraw. And he will just pull back.
I would like you make a move check. You're -3 because of the frame damage.
All right, that is a 2, 2, and a 2.
Did you get is that a binary success fail? That's what I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. So I didn't hit the -3. It would have been that. So 4 successes on the retreat.
That's enough. As Bishop, you successfully extract yourself from the furball. Yes, the furball. Who would you like to pass to? It must be an enemy.
I mean, Markovic seems like the logical one to pass to narratively.
Well, he's actually already used his action, so that works really great for you. Because he only has reactions, so he can't do anything offensively.
Cool.
Hello. Give it the heartbreak. My Discord chat out, so I didn't know how much came through.
I didn't notice you breaking up at all.
No, me neither.
Well, I was talking before you talked was the thing, so that's why I knew it was like
Something fucky was going on.
yeah, because I have a feeling that my words came through either in the middle of something you were saying or just after you finished speaking a second time. Because I could hear you speaking. I was like, that's weird. Gomai normally wouldn't be talking over me like that. And I look and I see that my mic was displaying orange and nothing was transmitting. So I was like, I'm going to disconnect real quick.
I see. You see, no call. Hey, Markovek's wingman transform and start to make a pass at you. What do you do?
Nora's going to quickly continue maneuvering and then try to take a snapshot at him.
Alrighty, please make me a snapshot at a -4. Unless this is a suppression, in which case you don't care about that.
Issue. That is 2 successes.
2 successes versus my 3. As 6. You take a square hit at having your armor reduced down to 4. And Heartbreaker, Markovek's wing woman will pass to you, no call. What do you want to do?
No call will take a kind of trying to boost away, basically trying to keep maneuvering out. Just not going to try to stay in the fight with this.
Move check, please.
Oh my god. That's a 6. There's potential. It's a 1-1-4. That is 9 successes.
Versus Isa's 3. Actually, no, 4. My bad.
Potential.
As you flee, who would you like to pass to, no call?
It's Cleric.
Cleric, what would you like to do? As things currently stand, the only people left on the battlefield is you, Lace, and the enemies.
Well, I can't just leave Lace here, so...
I do have a question. Did Nora use her order?
No.
Yeah,
Nora!
you need to drill.
Something.
You need to drill.
Yeah, something
I
you
was a
can
little
berate
too
her.
busy thinking about getting shot at.
Well, I can't go until Lace goes.
You know what you
So-
can try doing, though?
Yeah.
There are there are 3 normal wagtails, 3 Shivkovs.
Right.
And I doubt you're going to give it to Deity Boy and Al Antolin. And I'm not going to give it to them because that feels mean at this point.
Yeah, because they're big, scary aces.
Want to try to suppress the 3 regulars?
Yeah. Yeah, I think John is just gonna, pull up to Lace basically and just start firing off shots towards them, and she's gonna go over comms and say, "Get moving." What do I roll?
I would like you to roll me a snapshot.
I'm technically standing still, so
Well, you moved up to Lace.
I
That's what I heard.
okay. Well, I was gonna make sure if that applied mechanically.
Would you also?
I'm sorry.
It feels like it would make sense for me just ignoring normal rules and letting Lace make a move check for you doing this.
I got 4 successes on my roll, by the way.
Okay, roll again at a -2.
Okay, -2. That's 11. That's 1 success.
Roll again at a -4.
13 minus 4 is 9. That's a 5. Sorry, that's a 10. But yeah, I'll spend a point to push it to a success.
As you know, you throw out the last. I think that's the last of your ammunition, actually.
Yeah.
Lace, an opportunity has come before you. I'd like you to make me a move check to try to get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Hey, and if I get shot at, then we can, and if I survive, we can have the John is captured arc. It'll be great.
Oh, I rolled a 6, 6, and 5.
You might want to re-roll that.
Yeah, I think I'd like to re-roll that because that was heinous.
What is happening tonight? Like,
My dice don't like me more so than even their usual truculent nature. That is still okay. That is 4 success on the after burning a narrative point. Still not a great roll, but a lot better than it was.
Which is enough. Hey. Lace, you are now.
Can I?
Yeah?
Well, I'm just trying to remember, like Philippe's, like he's had everything falling back by segment, but with Cleric and like Lace being the last 2 left, can I like basically pull back a little ways and then suppress, thus get like so that we can do this bounding fallback?
I'll let you use it as a reaction. That feels fair.
Okay, and even though it's probably less effective, I don't want to burn the last of the beam. It'll just be the autocannon blazing away for that.
This should be at a -1 then.
Okay, that is 7. That is 8 success on the suppression.
How about that? Cleric, I'm gonna attempt to shoot you. You can use a reaction to run away to make this a little faster so they can't use reactions when you run away.
We gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we're gonna move.
-6. Okay then, please make me a move check.
6 successes.
6 successes. Let's see.
And the same die spread as the last time.
And that's not enough. And that's not enough. As you know, the Zhivkovs open up as you flee the battlefield. Cleric, as you look behind you, you see Courage come over next to you and say, "Hey, where's everyone else?"
Cleric's walker frame is going to look to hers, and she's going to just say, "We're pulling back."
Well, I know that much, but where is everyone else? I can't see them through all of this.
I guess I'm going to take a look around and see if I can find them.
I'd like you to roll me keen technology. Because, around you is, like, the 70th, the Colonials, and the 67th. So, it's a bit of a mess right now.
Alright.
And, you've successfully blunted the IVA's advance, but, the Cronian Red Army guys behind them are just going to keep driving through the hole that was made.
Yep. That's one success on the tech.
You get a line. What do you say?
To them or to... or who am I speaking with?
Well, who are you trying to find?
Philippe, I assume. Our squad.
Philippe, you get a relatively weak line, but it is intelligible. Cleric, what do you say?
Major. Fuck, what was his last name? Major.
Where the hell are
Major
you?
Guerre.
The last bounding team didn't see you. And where's
We
Courage?
got separated. Courage is with me. I'm gonna move this mic as far away as I can so it can sound weak. Tell me when it sounds weak. Ugh. Okay, what about now?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. I'm with Courage now, but we seem to have lost you as well.
Just return to the ship.
I see it. See it now. We're heading over. And then, sort of John is gonna turn around to Courage, and she's gonna say, "They're over there. I established a line link with them. Come on."
Lead the way.
And she's gonna fly back to the ship. Major Guerre, my render distance is low. You know this.
You thing is, in Tension and Soul, render distance is a real-life phenomenon.
Major Guerre, my render distance.
Because unlike Minovsky particles, it doesn't mess with radar. There's actual render distance in space now. Through quantum fuckery. You return to the Greg Maze. Although you are short a few pilots, Philippe. 3 to be exact.
Oh, we'll do the standard roll call, and then we'll account to see if anyone can account for their location.
Because the only one of 4th flight to return was Pitbull herself. And it seems 2nd flight lost a Bradbury.
Alright, so they're all accounted for as losses?
Yeah.
And what was our total tally?
Hard to say at this moment. Everyone's going to have to review the footage and make after-action reports. But granted, the 70th should be destroyed, and it isn't, so, like, you did what you set out to do.
Yeah. Well, Philippe will just check in with the flight leaders first, basically run them through a informal debrief before we have a formal debrief. Just the usual questions, what units did you see in terms of, like, any specific emblems, stuff like that? How many did your flight account for, roughly, in terms of early estimate? Who did we lose? What were their names? And then, basically, when we'll have the formal debrief. After that, he'll just look around and he'll just call out, "Dragoons, get some rest. Drink, eat what you can. Get ready to sortie again if we're called. For now, we have some time. The 70th was rescued. Well done."
So, when you get Catareth, Lieutenant Love, and Lieutenant Ventura in front of you, because, the Flondark made it back, therefore, the elements of Fifth Flight out are accounted for.
Yep.
Love says that they lost no one. They got 4 of the 4 enemies that they hit solidly. No kills. Although the one might be irreparable, so how we count that, who knows? That's for later. Chloe said they didn't score any victories. And they lost a Lieutenant Played. Second Lieutenant Played.
Damn.
Well, for Fourth Flight, Pitbull lost both of the other 2 Dragonflies. When talking to Courage, she says, upon your questions, I noticed 96th IVA Squadron. So that was in fact actually the Phantom. I think I saw a Belter Brigade emblem. I couldn't tell if it was first or second though. Although I did see the Bonino Rosso.
I'll compile a report and send that over to the shipboard intelligence officer for them to send it up the chain. Good work.
Lieutenant Love says, is there anything you'd like us to do, sir?
For now, just keep your flights ready to go, but get them some rest. We don't know when the next order is going to come in and if this is going to let up. So I want everyone ready to go, but I also don't want everyone burnt out. I know, it's impossible, but do the best you can. He kind of gives him a small smile.
Understood. Philippe, and everyone else, I'd like you to roll me combat fatigue. Let's see. Fatigue keen. See, no, fatigue grit seems the most appropriate.
My one crit of the night I see is going to be on fatigue.
That should be, what, a D2 back, if I remember correctly?
Yeah. Philippe actually got a net gain of mind health from this session. That's amazing.
What, did he realize that maybe he actually is worthy of being a major?
I mean, he's considering he's not going to say this to anyone, but considering we were up against Markovic and Markovic's goons, he's kind of shocked they only lost 3 people.
We're so goated.
Like that to him is as someone who has been studying this conflict and studying the names around it, he's kind of shocked by that, if you get what I mean.
I see.
In this case, 3 losses are a tragedy, but it is also potentially the best we could have possibly done. Considering there's a decent chance Markovic could have wiped the entire squadron from Philippe's perspective.
Whether or not that's the propaganda talking, I'll let the audience decide, but
yeah, all that matters right now is Philippe does not believe the squadron could have taken Markovic and his wingman and their backup squad.
I see. What about you, Nora?
And
Oh,
he does have his order to preserve Courage's life is the other thing to keep in mind. So as funny as it would be to Pokemon battle send Courage out against Markovic, that is not really good for morale if she loses.
it's actually disastrous for morale, especially considering the fact that you're about to lose the capital of Saturn.
And that's the part that's really rattled him, is the fact that the capital of Saturn has fallen.
Well, it's
Under
about
their watch?
to. You know, you're gonna keep fighting, but there's very little.
It's obvious. If the government is evacuating, it's over, is the way Philippe sees it. Like, the government of Saturn has fallen.
There's probably
Billy must
a
have
good,
got-
I don't know, 3 more days of fighting towards Baker's Point, but it's a foregone conclusion at this point. You cannot
Which is
stop
the
the
other-
United Front at this point.
Which is the other reason Philippe was not exactly excited to risk his squad in the chance of taking on Markovic, because what's the point? Even if we do take out Markovic, it's not going to turn the tide of battle.
You know, with how volatile things are, that might actually make things worse.
Exactly. So better to just preserve the fighting strength of the squadron until command rally. And so that is why he views this as a victory, is that at the end of the day, they only lost 3 people in a situation where they easily could have lost the squad.
Well,
I guess Nora's crashing in her room since Paradox's internet has crashed.
Rip. Jeanne, how are you feeling then?
Well, Philippe nearly could have bit it.
How does your fatigue checks go?
Oh, right. Fatigue. What fatigue am I rolling?
Grit. You know, take 1 mind damage just for being present.
Okay, so I'm already at less than half mind health. And I don't have a very high grit.
You have narrative points, though.
I got a 3. So that's 3 successes. So
3 successes, which is enough. So you just take your obligatory 1, and we move on to Weaver.
I'm back.
So you want the fatigue check?
Yep.
Does cool-headed work for this or no?
Would you like it to be calm?
I mean, I prefer it. I'm better at it.
Sure, I'll allow that.
Okay, that is 2 success.
2 success. So how are the 2 of you feeling? Starting with Jeanne.
oh, we just went up against an ace, and no one in her particular squadron died, so that's something to count as a blessing, if anything. You know, hey, she managed to at least keep the pressure off on the ace, so that was a pretty impressive feat. But no, things aren't looking too good. If the ace of aces, the guy that Philippe has yapped about on end to her, is in their current AO, then the situation has gone from dire to catastrophic very quickly. So, situation, what's your tactical assessment on this situation? It's not good. Am I missing anything?
No, not the top of my head. I was just thinking for a second. Weaver, what about you? How are you feeling?
Honestly, pretty dejected. Like, a successful retreat is still a retreat, and we are definitely losing right now. And though he's not like so obsessed with like kill counts, that's twice now he's tagged good hits into enemy walker frames. They've managed to limp away, so he still hasn't. Sorry, I think was my Discord just cutting out there?
I heard you perfectly fine.
Oh no, it's my USB being weird. Yeah, so he's kind of dejected in that, like, he retreated from that, and he's like disappointed that twice now he's tagged enemy walker frames and like done crippling damage, but they've both been able to leave the field under their own power. So just generally dissatisfied. But yeah, fortunately, like nobody in their flight has been lost, which is small, is a consolation. So it was closer than he'd like.
And you, Nora, Captain Callaghan, please roll me a fatigue grit check.
I can't roll. That is 4 successes.
4 successes. You just take the 1 mind damage for being in the fight. How are you feeling after this combat engagement?
Nora isn't happy about it. She feels like they didn't really get to accomplish too much besides taking out a few of them and getting out.
I see. Nora?
Yes.
I would like you to roll me keen empathy.
That is 4 successes.
4 successes. You clearly see that both Cleric and Lace are looking pretty down.
Nora takes note of this.
Just note?
She takes note of it.
Then?
That's expecting Nora to fulfill her duties as an officer outside of killing people.
Nora knows that if she talks to them, based on previous responses, it wouldn't help.
Don't worry, guys. I know what'll get you feeling better. We just need to firebomb some villages. Who's with me?
That's how a colonial officer's talking to their unit right now. I hate to tell you.
No, thing is, it's that, stealing things, or deserting.
Hey guys, what if we all just became pirates? This is literally something a colonial officer's saying.
What if
at
we
this
just joined the Republicans? Do you know the Crony Republicans would take us?
moment. Pick anyone with a pulse.
I hate that the only other one.
You know, I was here for a paycheck, but, like, this is definitely not worth it. I see Nora's not gonna talk to Lace and Cleric about their feelings.
Ugh. Nothing a good bit of prayer won't fix.
How do you pray, Jeanne?
That was a bit. But with how things are currently looking, and by looking, it is bad, I think she might genuinely, just kind of return to whatever the most private place she can at the moment is without, breaking orders, which I hopefully would be her bunk, but if anything, she'll do it in the cockpit if she has to. She'll probably just pray for the safety of the squad with the appearance of the big scary ace. For Philippe, especially on account of Philippe, again, nearly biting it. Let's see. Yeah, just pretty much general prayers of safety for both her squadron and for kind of everyone else in this battle group that they're currently with at the moment?
I see. So the most secluded place is either your cockpit or the ready room.
Well, if no one's in the ready room, I suppose you'll pray there.
It's pretty empty at the moment. The only other person there is Lace. Changing out an undershirt.
Going for another run, Second Lieutenant?
I'm gonna try and clear my head.
I will be doing the same myself. Well, it would be best for you to be ready.
Right.
And, he's gonna leave, and, well, Jean's just gonna get to praying.
And Lace, as you open the door, in comes Philippe.
Ah, there you two are. How are you holding up after today?
Jean's gonna put down her held cross necklace, and she's going to say, "It isn't looking good, Major."
No, I suppose it's not.
Feels like we got our ass kicked today.
Not necessarily. We lost this battle, or, well, we're in the process of losing it, I should say, but survival is a victory in and of itself when battles are being won. Consider the situation. Not only were we outnumbered, the enemy had the most famous living ace of our time on their side, and we took 3 losses. 3 losses is a tragedy. But it could have been all of us.
It could have been you.
If it is my time, it is my time. Thankfully, I have good flight mates that will prevent that from happening. But I would rather I go down than most of the squadron. Organizing the retreat was more important than one individual's life, especially mine.
I mean, that's very, very noble, Major. But if you go down, who's gonna pull us out of the fire the next time?
Nora?
Captain Callaghan.
Philippe and
Yes.
John just look at each other. Sorry, I mean, Jamie and John just fucking just look at each other like,
Huh.
I'm not too confident, and I say this with all due respect, with the captain's commanding ability. I think she herself would agree that she's more at home doing the fighting than issuing commands.
Careful, Lieutenant Chevalier. She is still your superior officer. That said, rest assured, Captain Callaghan has my full confidence. She will see you through it. And on top of that, I am in no hurry to die. It is simply this. An officer who is unwilling to risk themselves should not be ordering others to risk their lives. That's how we got in this mess. He grumbles to himself, but then moves on quickly before anyone can talk about it. He goes, as it is, take some time to rest, take some time to recover, and be happy that you survived and you participated in a maneuver that ensured as many of our compatriots escaped as possible. It could have been so much worse.
John will nod and say, "I understand, Major. It very well could have been much worse, yes."
Now, is there anything else you do wish to discuss?
Oh, let me think out of character. Not too sure if she has anything right now to talk about. It's very much a, you're very much a, she doesn't, I don't think she thinks she can really at this moment afford to talk about certain stuff. So, right now she'll just say, no, Major.
Do we have any idea when we're going to get a chance to pay these bastards back a little bit, or are we still on the run?
For now, stay alive. We'll be reorganizing at Titan by the sounds of it, with the evacuation underway as it is.
Actually, as a little foreshadowing as events, is next stop is Baker's Point itself, because lo and behold, Debbers is the rear guard.
Ah, in that case, Philippe will pause and say, no, sorry. Many of the others will be withdrawing to Titan. We will be rallying with General Debbers at Baker's Point. We have been given the honor and the privilege to be the rear guard.
Yay. John will nod and say, so we'll be holding them back. All right.
So, if you're very eager to get another round in with them, stay ready.
Understood.
And with that, Philippe walks away.
Is he walking to anywhere in particular?
No, he's just going for a walk as he thinks over what to say in the letters.
I see. You know, with how
It is now his responsibility.
with how quick the correspondence has been, assuming Zofia has had time, it should be relatively soon. The next letter.
Yeah, so he will not work on one this time because it is an inappropriate time in terms of potentially accidentally leaking things to the enemy.
I see. You are cognizant of the national security risks. Of
At least in this situation now.
I see. And for at least this part of the episode, we close on February 1st. And the Eye Catch plays.